So the character of Lyserg, I was very interesting about how they were going to do his character, how they're going to set it up. And it turns out they decided to give him a very more not a soft voice. When you're reading the manga or even watching the original anime in dub, I'm not sure about the sub in the original one. Lyserg had a very soft, childish voice. It's because he's supposed to look like a fanboy in a way. He's supposed to look, you couldn't tell if he was a guy or a girl, or you really just thought he was a girl. But of course, in the manga, they showed a part where he pulled down his pants to prove that he was actually a boy. But instead, they gave him a much more mature voice, a deeper voice, even than Yo's voice. So it took me by surprise when they did that. Now, his character is going to be long developed, like many of the other characters here. But I believe of all the characters that you saw in this episode today, his is going to be the one that's going to stumble the most, because he's going to have this true obsession with revenge and also trying to get his past out of the way. He's going to be like always going to see his past, and of course with one like that, how can you help him? You have this dude who's walking freely, who destroyed your life, killed your parents, burned down your home, and then he's just walking freely. No one can stop him. And you feel like you could be the only one, or you need strong allies in order to do it. Because it's his concept of making allies, is kind of ridiculous. Like, for instance, where he believed that if he were to beat Yo's gang, he can join them. My question is, if you can beat the people you're joining, and you want to defeat someone who's stronger than you, how can the allies that you are joining help you fight him? It made no sense to me. The entire thing was just like a brain scratcher. Like, it made no sense. I guess he was too crowded by revenge. It's a recurring theme with Lyserg himself. He's going to stumble a lot. He's going to stumble a lot. Where his revenge is going to get him upset. His ideology is going to really test the group a lot. He's not going to be the same as everyone else, because the others aren't really there for revenge. Hororo's there to help save his land. Ren wants to redeem his family. I guess Ryo's just following along. He don't really want to become Shaman King. He's just there to help out Yo. And that's pretty much it for the group, And Yo wants to become Shaman King, I guess, because it's a promise. So all of them have their clear, noble paths of why they want to join the Shaman fight. Where Lyserg, I don't think he even cares. Just kind of like Ryu, he doesn't really care about being Shaman King. He's going to be the world's greatest detective, and also he wants to get revenge on Hal, which is kind of impossible. And of course, they're really beating things up with the way Hal looks like Yo and Silva, and why does Lyserg see Yo and Hal look very familiar? Because when Yo got angry, you could see Hal in his image. We already know that. This is why I didn't like what they did in episode 1, where they showed Yo and Hal being born. It completely spoiled the entire thing. Like, even though we saw it coming, it was better executed. Heck, it was better executed even in the original anime. I like the fact that they did that in the beginning, because it kind of spoils the surprise for people who are slow in a take, I would say. So that kind of sucks. I wish they didn't do that, but now they did, so nothing we can do about it, which kind of angers me in a way. Now, hopefully, there won't be any more surprises that are in store, because that would really suck if they did. But I have a feeling they will. So, anyways, yeah, Lyserg's power is pretty interesting, using a pendulum and a rope with a fairy riding it like a car. And some of the Big Ben, I remember in some of the Shaman King fighting games with Lyserg, he would actually throw down the Big Ben at you. That was pretty cool, I think it was a pretty cool power. Imagine you're fighting someone, and out of nowhere, this giant clock tower just falls right on you, man. That's some heavy damage. But anyway, so it was enough to beat Yo, because he even said himself that Lyserg is probably the weakest among them, because even though he's very skilled, he's not experienced in a way. It is inexperienced also in his conflict, probably because Ren and Horohoro to, you know, underestimate him, let them guard down because that they got hit. But originally, they should have won if they were more serious. So that was pretty much his case, and I do believe that actually. To a bunch of people who fought a lot of top class spirits, it would take more than that to beat them. But Lyserg is probably going to realize that now, and we'll have to wait and see. Now, the second half of this episode, well, last part, is where Anna is visiting Yo's grandfather and saying that, yeah, he's on the move, so it's about time, and I teach you and show you the secrets of the Asakura family, their true goal, you know. Because, you know, believe it or not, families are in Japan and Asian culture are all about reputation and redeeming their family name. Here, if someone does something bad in a family, it's their fault, it's their problem. We have nothing to do with it, and we move on with our lives. In other cultures, it's part of their responsibility. You know, the sins of the father, in a way, like that, where they cannot move on or go on with their lives. They have to deal with the problem because it will affect their name. Because in Asian culture, in past and present, sometimes reputation and name is still a thing in class. You know, you're still followed by it no matter where you go in those areas. So you gotta make sure everyone is acting up right and not screwing up. So that kind of sucks. So, anyways, only thing I guess I want to say is how they're doing a new outro to a character that's yet to be seen in the anime, which I'm like, okay, I know that they're doing it very. I like how they're doing those um, very old classy anime outros and intros where it just shows them running or staying and looking and stuff like that. Those are those old classic anime outros that a lot of people who just get into anime do not like. I mean, they didn't bother me, but it's that, yeah, I could use some variety. But that was just my only take on that. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, of course, hit that bell icon. This has been Madcrown on Anime, signing out.